I thought giving away $150,000 would be the best thing I'd ever do. I pictured tearful hugs, stories about lives completely transformed, and that quiet satisfaction of making a real difference. I thought it would be simple. Instead, it turned into an ethical nightmare. It showed me a side of generosity and a side of myself I wish I'd never seen. This isn't a story about the joy of giving. It's a story about the burden of it. The moment you realize good intentions can create your own personal hell. And it all started with one dangerously naive idea. It began with a number in my bank account that just felt too big for one person. I'd done well for myself, and sitting on all that money felt wrong. I'd read about the helper's high, how giving is supposed to bring happiness, purpose, and meaning. It seemed simple. I had money, and people needed it. My plan was to find people in need and give them a life-changing amount, no strings attached. I imagined it as a clean surgical act of kindness, a direct transfer from me to them. I saw myself as the delivery guy of good fortune. I thought it would bring peace. I had no idea I was walking straight into a moral minefield. I made a post online explaining my plan. I expected maybe a few hundred replies. I got 50,000. My inbox turned into a flood of human pain. Every email was a life. Medical debt, homelessness, hunger, lost dreams. At first, I tried to read every single one. I stayed up all night, my face lit by the screen, scrolling through an endless catalogue of suffering. Need stopped being an abstract word. It became faces, names, voices, all hoping I'd be their miracle. That's when I realized I wasn't giving away money anymore. I was drowning in stories I couldn't fix. This is where the real nightmare began, the burden of choice. Who deserves help more? The mother whose kid needs surgery, or the family who lost their home? The student buried in debt, or the father feeding his kids with nothing left in the fridge? Every decision felt like betrayal. I tried to build a system, a way to rank need, but it was impossible. Giving wasn't a joy anymore. It was judgment. I became a gatekeeper to someone else's hope, and for every yes, there were 1,000 no's. The guilt never stopped. When people found out what I was doing, everything changed. Some praised me, others begged, a few cursed me. I saw humility, greed, anger, and desperation, and inside me something darker started to grow. Power. The act of giving made me feel in control, superior even. It was intoxicating and disgusting. I realized the money wasn't the only thing corrupting the process. My ego was too. Then came David, a veteran living in his car, trying to rebuild his life. His story broke me. I sent him the money for an apartment deposit, thinking I'd finally done something truly good. 2 weeks later, his sister called. David was gone. He had lied about the job and used the money to buy drugs. He overdosed. My no-strings-attached kindness had backfired in the worst way imaginable. That guilt, it doesn't fade. When the money finally ran out, I didn't feel peace. I felt relief. Relief that the messages stopped, that I didn't have to choose anymore, that the power was gone. But in the silence that followed, I saw the truth. The system is broken. No one should hold the power to decide who gets saved. Philanthropy doesn't fix inequality. It hides it. Giving away $150,000 didn't make me good. It made me aware that sometimes kindness itself can be poisoned by the system it tries to heal. I started this journey thinking I could do good. I ended it realizing how complicated good really is. Tell me, if you were in my place, how would you have handled it? Comment your thoughts. Subscribe for more real stories and ethical dilemmas that make us question the way we live, live and think.